CSS is all about making pages look good. It got nothing else to do. If you don't want your pages to look good to your visitors, which is of course highly unlikely, then by all means, don't use it at all. In fact, pages were built without CSS in the very beginning of the World Wide Web. Having said that, there's another important point to consider. Yes, I said that CSS was all about making pages look good. But to whom do the pages look good? Those who can see. And I bet you know whose eyes these are. Anyways, this leads to a question. Is CSS of any benefit to those who cannot see? The answer is yes. CSS helps pages look good to those who can see, and it helps identify the page elements to those who cannot see. This amounts to saying that CSS is not just for browsers and not just for visual presentation. In formal CSS terminology, the program that presents a document to a user is called a user agent. And browser is just one user agent. The user agents for visually impaired are screen readers. And a screen reader is a software application that attempts to identify and interpret what is being displayed on the screen. Institutes like MIT and the likes invest heavily to accommodate, allow, and encourage students with disabilities. The professors deliver lecture while the visual interpreters are there for those with disabilities. Contrary to what you may think, there is a very large amount of web surfers that have certain disabilities. In fact, their numbers grew too much that a foundation known as ARIA was found that was dedicated to develop ways in order to make web more and more accessible to the visually impaired. Let's understand the case of visually impaired with an example. Suppose our website is heavy on images, but since an image means nothing to the one who is using a screen reader, there must be a way to inform the screen reader that this page contains an image that is describing, say, the sunset. This will give the screen reader not only the information regarding the image, but also an indication about what's to follow in the rest of the page. And as you can guess, it's the responsibility of the designer to implement their code in such a manner that it takes care of the screen reader as well. That is, when there's an image, the screen reader should be given an informative audio as to what the image is about. But because it is somewhat advanced application of CSS, we'll go for its implementation in later chapters. Here it was just to give you an idea as to what is a screen reader and what exactly do we mean by user agent. Thanks for watching.